Welcome everyone. I have a very special person here today. He cleared his civil services exam in 2023, where he got the EAC boss rank 12th. He has been through a lot while preparing for the civil services, and today he's here to share his success story. So, without further ado, please help me welcome Brother Balong Phom.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you,
much.
the Siren Show, for inviting me. Thank you. Hello, all the viewers.
Thank you so much, brother. I know that you are very busy right now with ongoing training at ATI,
Yes.
but you took the time to come here, so thank you so much.
Okay.
And first of
I'm
all,
happy and honored to be in the show.
I would like to begin with you cleared the civil services last year
Yes.
in 2023, right?
Yes.
So how was that for you?
It was indeed a long journey for me because I started my journey way back in 2018, and from 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Mhm.
It was a long journey, but a worth-taking journey,
Mhm.
so to say.
Before we talk about prelims, mains, interviews, and strategies,
Mm.
I was wondering if you would like to share your background with us. Your family, where you come
Okay.
from.
Uh, Family. People may think that like I'm now somebody.
Mm.
So if I say like about my family or struggles, people may think that it's just a makeup story, but what is true, I will say.
Mm.
So it's like this. I come from a very humble,
Mm.
struggling family
Mm.
because yes, my mother was a private teacher
Mm. Mm.
once upon a time,
Mm.
and my father is just a daily wage laborer.
Mm.
So, and we are seven of us,
Mm.
mother, father, and five children. So seven in the family. Then didn't have any well-to-do established job.
Mm. Mm.
They have to earn every day
Mm. Mm.
and look after five children. So
Mm.
it was a struggling journey
Mm.
for
Mm.
me and
Mm.
for them also.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So we came from a humble background. So we struggled a lot. I also struggled a lot. Like I have to adjust with many things.
Mm. Mm.
Like I may not get the facilities like some of my friends
Mm. Mm.
got.
Mm.
So I have to, with the minimum
Mm. Mm.
money I get,
Mm.
minimum source I get, I used to like a monkey.
Mm.
Kiba kurado or
Kilala.
pala kurado monkey brother.
Nasi nila.
So a monkey,
Uh-huh.
while he was doing a pala,
Mhm.
weighing a
Mhm. Mhm.
biscuit,
Mhm. Mhm.
one side it was more. Again, he will put
Mm. Mm.
from there here.
Mm.
He will put the biscuit a
Mhm.
little bit. He will cut and then put this side. Again, this side
Mm.
it will be more,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So it was like monkey balancing the
Mm. Mm.
weight, nah,
Mhm.
balance.
You had to
So
use the little
yes,
resources
yes.
that
I have
you.
to adjust
Mm.
myself.
Mhm. So
So it was a struggle. Yeah.
you came
Yeah.
from a very struggling family.
Yes, I'm a village boy.
Mm.
Basically, yes, my mother and father is staying in Yongnya village.
Mm.
It is
Mm.
under Longleng district.
Mhm. Mhm.
It is Longleng is between the Mon
Mhm. Mhm.
on the one side and Muksung on the other side. So I'm
Mm.
in
In the middle.
Longleng in the middle.
In the middle. How nice. How nice. I'm sure that your mommy and daddy are also very proud of you.
Yes, they are also very happy. When I felt,
Mm.
they also cried with me. They also mourn with me.
Mm.
But again, when I achieve, they are the happiest person
Mm.
again.
Mm. I'm sure
So
because I guess you are the first in the family, the
yes, yes,
first in
I'm the eldest
the
again.
generation as well.
Yes, yes, I'm the eldest in the
Mhm.
family.
So when the result came out,
Yes.
the final list
Uh.
last year, what was the reaction from the whole family?
Yeah, yeah. That moment, sometimes like we cried out of joy.
Mm.
Tears came out
Is
of
it?
joy. Yes, because many years in the Viva, we cried sorrowful tears, right? We cried, we mourned because I felt.
Mm.
But again, when I cleared exam, again we cried,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
but a different
Mm.
tears.
A different happiness, tear, happiness.
Tears of happiness,
Mhm.
yeah, tears of joy. Na?
Mhm.
So that night, the result came very night by 10 p.m. So at that time, I was in the PG, and then my friends and we saw my name, and then all of a sudden, my first call was my daddy, my father. So I called my father, and he was literally like, "Dad, I have cleared the exam." He didn't ask what post I got or what kind of position in which department. He didn't ask anything. But he can't believe. It was like literally he cannot speak. Also, he was crying on the phone. So it also like it also made me again sad. Made me cry. So we can't talk. We cannot talk. So I told him, okay, Daddy, we'll talk in the morning. Tonight you just
Rest.
cry a bit, tears of joy, and
Yes,
then
yes.
pray and sleep. We'll talk in the morning. And we talked in the morning. So at that moment, we could not even talk. I could not even talk with my
Because
father.
I'm sure you were shocked.
Yes,
Everybody
were shocked and happy. Everything mixture.
What about your mommy?
Yes, my mother, she talked with me a little bit, and then she also couldn't talk for a longer minute. So we just slept and we talked in the morning.
I'm sure that night must have been your happiest night.
Yes, yes, because we all longed many years, right? I have waited 5 years, 8 months to finally crack the exam, because I used to crack prelims, mains, but I could not reach the finishing line. I used to fail in the interview for many times. So I was like, is it not my cup of tea, or is it not for me? So it was a long journey. So I was longing, like I've said, I'm the most experienced failures. So I want to see the success also.
Yes.
So for once, I want to touch the success. So when I finally touched the success, the trophy, it was like winning a World Cup.
It was sweet.
Yes, it was very sweet. It was very.
I'm glad now that you are. I mean, like you've reached your destination.
Yes,
you've crossed the finish line, and then I'm sure more thing waits for you as well ahead in the future. In the future.
Sure.
We don't talk much about failures.
Yes,
no? So I would like to emphasize more on again you appearing mains and then interview and not coming out in the final list, right? So do you think that maybe mains was maybe you scored less in mains, that's why it's not clear, or how do you feel about that?
Yes, because mains exam, the name itself is main, right? So prelim is just for selection. Main exam is the main exam because we have 3 papers, 200 marks, total 600. So if we score very well in mains exam, why just 55 marks? So everybody will get some range between this mark to this mark. So Viva, there's no no difference in Viva. So but main exam is the main exam. Since the name itself is main, so we have to focus. If we do very well in mains, your name will be there in the final list. So I used to think I used to write less in quantity, in quality. So every year I used to modify my answers, improve my answers to get more marks. So maybe last year I
scored better.
I scored better.
No, how nice, how nice. I'm really happy to see that, you know, finally after 5 years and 4 attempts, you've finally reached at a place where you can be happy and relaxed. No, did you start preparing for civil services right after you graduated, or after masters?
No. I just did graduation in political science honors, bachelor degree from St. Joseph's College, Chakam, in 2017. Then from 2017 June, I started my journey towards civil services.
You started back in 2018.
Yes.
So how did you start the civil service preparation? I mean, like, what pushed you?
Okay. First of all, it was my dream to crack NPSC exam and to serve the government of Nagaland. So when I was a little boy, from schooling days to college days, like I was looking up to the civil servants, for that matter, any department officers. So I want to be like them. I want to work for the government, and like I want to contribute whatever I know. I want to serve the people and the government. So it was my dream. And then right after my graduation, I graduated in 2017. And from that year, I started preparing. So 1 year thorough preparation, 2017 and 18. And in 2018, October, November only, I wrote the first prelim. exam.
So it must have been a very, rigorous preparation for you.
Yes, yes. 1 year I dedicated my time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go anywhere. I so to say sacrificed
Mm-hmm.
everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I because we have a not hard syllabus but vast syllabus. So we have many subjects. We have more than 9 to 10 subjects to cover. So we have to dedicate our time. So we have to keep our time. So like I dedicated my time to thorough study.
So, what would you say your daily study schedule was? How many hours did you have to put into the study?
It is said that it doesn't matter how long you sleep, but
Mm-hmm.
what it matters is what you do when you're awake. So, saying this proverb, what I want to share is that yes, time is needed. We have to dedicate our time. For me, I'm not a early bird. I'm a night owl. So I used to study mostly in the evening, daytime and evening, and at night. So I used to study late night. Yes, during my initial stage of preparation, I studied for more than 10 hours because, like I have said, the syllabus is so vast. We have to invest our time. So I think I studied for more than 10 hours during my initial years.
During your first year of preparation
Yes,
and things like that.
yes,
Looking at your story on Telegram, I
okay,
was very touched actually because you were mentioning that it was your fourth attempt,
yes,
and then in your third attempt, you broke down.
yes, yes.
So, can we go back to your third attempt when you were not
Okay,
selected?
okay. I will talk from the first attempt. Okay. So it was like this. I think in Nagaland, I am the most experienced failure. Not the most experienced success, but not most experienced failure. So I want to share about how I wrote the exams. In BSc, from 2018 to 23, I set for 4 prelims exams. I set for 3 mains exams and 3 viva. So see, it was like a roller coaster. One moment up, one moment down. So I passed in prelim. I'm happy, right? Very happy. And then I passed mains. Very happy. In my first attempt also I passed. I cleared both prelims and mains. In the viva, I did well. After that, in the result, in the list, in the holy PDF, your name is not there. So it was like a roller coaster. One time you will go up, one time achanak up down, up down. So many happy days, many sad days in the journey. So coming to your question, like in my third attempt, I was not meeting my final success. Okay, in the journey I used to crack prelims, mains, but I could not. Finally, I could not get the job. Right, I could not crack the viva for many years. So like on the third attempt, and then I fell in the viva. So I used to like question myself now, why me? Even I used to question to our God also sometimes, why you are letting this suffering to me? But I think it is God's plan. So his timing is different, my timing is different. So we are human beings, so we want now and then we want a job, we want something to correct this. But at the end of the day, there is one boss in heaven. So I think his wish. So let him do what he wants. Let him give me when he wants. So I trust in God and trust in my work, and then I just keep on working. It was a very sad moment to fail in the viva for many times. But I just have one thing left, that is hope. Hope in God, hope in myself, and not letting the hope that people are expecting from us. So it just gave me pushing. That one hope kept me pushing.
And you did that. You
Yes,
pushed yourself, and
yes,
then you gave one more attempt, and then you
yes.
cleared. And now you secured a very good post, EAC post,
Thank you.
ranked
Thank you.
12.
Yes,
So
the prestigious job.
yes,
Understand.
it is. And then everything turned out for the better.
Yes, yes,
Nah.
yes.
Mm, after your third attempt, let's go back to your third attempt, and then when you did not see your name in the final list, somehow you got the motivation to to get up and then go for the fourth attempt, right? So what do you think gave you that push to go for the fourth attempt?
In Japanese, there's one proverb.
Mm,
Nana goribi ya okay.
mm,
Fall down 7,
mhm,
get up 8.
mm,
So for me, it is a battle.
mhm,
It's a war.
mm,
So a warrior must fall down sometimes.
mm,
So I fell down, but
mm,
I'm not dead, right?
mm,
I may fall down in the battle, but I am not dead still.
mm, mm, mm,
So I may fall down, but I will rise up until I win
mm,
the last fight.
mm.
So a hero
Mm.
will. A hero is a guy who will
Yes.
always win in the last fight,
True,
right?
true.
So I just thought that I am a hero,
Mm-hmm,
hero of my own war,
mm,
my own struggle,
mm,
my own war.
mm,
So I just tried
mm,
and push and push
mhm,
until I win. I'll fight this war. So
mm, mm,
that gave me
mhm,
that courage.
mm,
One courage,
mm.
one moment gave me push.
You
Pushing till
motivated
yeah, I
yourself.
motivate myself.
Yes, sir. I think it's very important also when you're preparing for exams like this.
Yes.
No, it's a competition, so
Yes, yes,
we kind of in a way lose touch with our friends also at the
yes.
same time, and then we lose touch with the world
Uh,
at the same time. We're preparing for civil services, so I think that pushing ourselves and
Yes.
motivating ourselves is also a very important trait that I think all aspirants should have. Nah, don't you
Yes.
think?
Yes, yes, brother, sure, sure.
I know that you must have had your own strategies, let's
Ah.
just say, when you gave your first attempt, your second attempt, third attempt, and fourth attempt, right?
Yes.
So when you did not clear in your third attempt, did you in some way change your strategy for the next
Okay,
year,
okay.
coming year?
Yes, yes, yes. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
So, all my preparation, like every year,
Mm.
I used to change a little bit. I used to improve myself.
Mm.
So when we fail, we have to first identify our strength. Where is our strength?
Mm.
In which subject?
Mm.
And identify our weakness.
Mm.
Everybody,
Mm.
as a human, we have our own strength, our
Mm.
own weakness. So we have to identify at first in which subject I'm good at, and then in which subject I'm weak at.
Mm.
So we have to focus on the weaker section.
Mm.
Now the strength wala, you are already
Mm.
equipped with it.
Mm.
You have to now focus on the weak point.
Mm.
For example, I was writing less quantity.
Mm.
For example, for essays, we have to write at least
Mm.
6 to 7 pages. But
Mm.
in previous exams, I used to write like 4 pages, 5
Mm.
pages.
Mm.
But in the next year, I wrote 7 pages, 8
Mhm.
pages. So
Mm.
a little slight changes, a little improvement
Mm.
in any areas
Mm.
you need, we have to do it.
I think I mean like you were mentioning, every year we have to push up the strategy level.
Yes,
So
yes,
I think that worked for you. I guess.
yes.
What pushed you? Like what made you want to be in the civil service? I know you mentioned earlier in the beginning, but what
It
kind of
was my aim.
uh,
It was my aim in life that to serve in the government
mm,
sector as an officer,
mm, mm,
and in any department. But
mm,
as an officer, I want to serve because yes, one man cannot bring any many changes,
mm,
but we cannot be a sun
mm,
that lights all the earth, nah?
mhm,
But we can be a small lamp
mhm.
to light one room.
True,
So
true.
I may not bring
Mm,
big changes, but wherever I go,
mm,
wherever I'm posted,
mm,
I just want to bring some changes or some development or some anything like any work that I can contribute. I just want to contribute.
Truly, I guess that now you have that power and the capability to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, soon you will be able to. I'm sure. I hope that God will be with you as well on the way when you
Thank
are on your journey to help the society as well as a civil servant.
Yeah.
Can we talk about prelims as an interview?
How did
I would like to ask
I
you.
studied?
Yeah. I would like to ask you. For prelims, how did you prepare for prelims when you were preparing for the exams?
Okay, for prelims, I have my book list. It will be shown on the screen. The viewers
Definitely.
can see
Yes.
my book list. So there are my book lists for prelims. Like we have polity, economy, history, geography, Nagaland, current affairs, science, maths, and many more. So we have more than 8 to 9, more than 8 subjects. So what I did was, for example, Laxmikan for polity. I bought Laxmikan, and then first I will just go first reading. Just I will go through what is in the book. After that, in my second reading, I will hold a pen or a marker or anything highlighter, and then I'll underline the main points in my second reading. And in my third reading for prelim, I will take a notebook, and then I will write the main points. For example, a battle of Plasse, battle of Buksa, or for that matter, any instance, anything happened in the year. For example, I'm studying history. So I'm studying history. I will write the date, the battle, and then which king versus which king. So I used to write, not chop out the main points, and then from after my third reading, sometimes I will see, but I won't touch the text. I will more focus on whatever I've extracted in the notebook. So I will maintain a notebook for every subject for prelim. So because prelim is all about facts and figures, right? So where, what, when, who. So in current affairs also same thing. Whatever in the newspaper we read, whatever main points, I will note it in one separate notebook for current affairs. So in a way, it will be easy for you to revise and go and write for prelims. Yes.
And prelims is again one of the toughest stages to get through.
Yes. Because see, in prelims, in our time 2022-23, see, more than 12,000 candidates. Like 12,000 candidates, same degree like you or more degree, having more qualifications like you, same confidence, with same confidence, they are going to compete with you. So prelims is also not easy because we have to compete with 12,000, and only for men's 1:10. So only 1:10 ratio will be selected for men. So out of 12,000, you see, only 1,500 will be selected. For example, if there's 150 job, only 1,500 will be selected. And think about the 13,000.
The rest of the people.
Oh, think about the 10,000.
Yes.
They will fail.
Yes.
So prelim, we should be very careful. Because slight mistake, you will invite negative marks. So we have to be well versed, and then we have to well versed with facts and figures, and then revise well every subject, and go into it.
Yeah, because we hear from most aspirants, I'm sure also even videos when you're preparing for prelims for the first attempt, it must have been tough for you.
Yes, it was tough. Any exam is tough, be it prelims or mains or interview. But prelim, yes, because it's the first stages. So, and then like I've said, many candidates. So only the few best of the best 1:10 ratio will be selected. So many will fail in this stage also. So yes, we have to be best among the best.
Truly. Yes. And then have to be thorough, I guess, with all the facts and figures and the subject as well. Nah?
Yes. We need not to study everything like in the mains, but we have to be specific. Which date, which year, which battle, which events happen, or who is the president, who is the chief justice, everything we have to be well versed. If you are well versed with facts and figure, prelims is clear.
Easy, no?
Yes.
Not clear, easy.
Prelims become easy for us.
Yeah. Oh, can we in brief talk about the Booklist that you used with authors for the experience?
Booklist for economy, I use Ramesh Singh. For geography, Majid Hussain. For polity and public administration, Laxmikan, obviously. And for Nagaland, I use M. Firapuk and M. Tushi. And for current affairs, I read a local newspaper, the Morong, and sometimes the Nagaland Post. Whichever you like, you can read.
Mm.
And then I followed religiously one monthly magazine.
Mm.
You can follow any monthly magazine, but I followed Pratiyogita Darpan monthly. I followed, and for science I followed Lucent publication science. And what subject is remaining now? And then I had one GS book for UPSC, right? Paper 1 from the macro education. So GS book also I read. It has contained many subjects, right? I've read. And then I used to watch the lot of news at night. I'm a night also. By 9 I will start watching YouTube. But also not any other, but I will watch the news. I'll watch the debates. I'll watch the news, and I will be updated every day. So see, look at my eyesight. It was good, but due to lot of screen time, yes, I sacrificed my eyesight also.
I think everything was worth it.
But it was worth it.
Everything was worth it.
I want to quote one quotation, okay, from the House of the Dragon.
Okay.
Prince Aemon told his queen mother, he lost one eye in a fight, but it was worth it. So his mother asked, why have you lost your eye? So he said, Prince Aemon said to his mother, do not mourn me, mother. It was a fair exchange. Though I have lost an eye, I have gained a dragon. So I think yes, I have lost some power, but I think I gained a trophy.
More than that, more than that. I think having the right books and the right resources is very important for experience out there. Let's go to mains now.
Okay.
We have 3 papers, right? GK, GS1, GS2. So let's first talk about GK.
Okay.
You know that EAC is one of the toughest for an aspirant. It's 50 marks, and then you know they have to write facts and figures and a lot of pages. No.
Yes.
So how do you say for someone who is just starting out, how should they prepare for an essay?
Essays. Essays, we have to write 2 essays. 50 marks per essay. So total 100 marks. So the questions will be like, write any 2 essays of about 1000 words per essay. So we have to write 1 essay 1000 words. So to write an essay, like people prepare, we also prepared a list of essays, okay? But I have prepared more than 10 essays every year, but none of my essays came okay. So it's better not to prepare also for essays, because if you are equipped, if you are studying for mains, you are automatically preparing for essay also. So when in the process, for example, the essays we cannot be sure, right, which essay will they will ask this year. So for essays, do not worry about like I have prepared essay, I have not prepared. Yes, for practice sake, you should prepare. We should prepare writing and essays and all. But what I suggest is that read a lot of newspapers, magazines, and look and watch a lot of news in the YouTube or in the TV, so that once you're updated, see, essays are mostly based on current affairs, COVID-19 or any demonetization, or for instance anything hot news happening in Nagaland and in the world or in India. So if you are updated, if you are reading daily newspaper, you can manage any essays. And please write essays at least 6 pages or more than 6 pages. So 6 pages, 7 pages will contain 1000 words. So quantity is also very important. Quality is also important, yes, but quantity is also important, because they are asking 1000 words. So we have to obey their demands, right? So that is for essays.
I guess having a very ritualistic newspaper is very important.
Yes,
I think that will help any aspirant.
Yes,
because like we were mentioning, we don't know what kind of essays they're going to ask you, what topic. Nah?
Yes. So if you are reading newspapers every day, you are already ready for an essay, to face any essays. You can manage any essays.
And then how would you say you would manage the time for GK?
Okay, SS.
Essay, yeah,
Okay,
with
okay.
essay, the comprehensions,
Okay,
and
go.
the grammar.
We have 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
200 marks.
Mm.
So essays, 50 marks, right? We
Mm.
have to write. There will be 4 to 5 essays. We have to
Mm.
choose only 2.
Mm.
So for one essay, just try to write 30 to 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It may take you around 40 minutes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But just in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
think that you will finish one essay
Mm-hmm.
in 30 to
Mm.
40 minutes.
Mm.
You may finish in 40 minutes, it's
Mm.
okay.
Mm.
And another essay again, 40 minutes.
Mm.
So 80 minutes
Mm.
is gone.
Mm.
More than 1 hour.
Mm.
Just a 1.5 hour
Mm.
is gone
Mm.
in essays.
Mm.
Because we have to write well,
Mm.
good essays
Mm.
to score. Because comprehension we do not know.
Yeah.
Grammar we do not know.
Mm-hmm.
Because nowadays comprehension and grammar is also becoming very tough.
Mm.
So in essay we have to invest in essay.
Mm-hmm.
We have to invest a
That's
good time in
scoring.
essay. Yes, that's scoring paper. So
Mm.
we have to write a good essay, maybe 1.5 hour.
Mm.
So again, another 1.5 hours
Mm.
left.
Mm.
So you invest in comprehension and grammar.
Mm.
So I always started with essays.
Essay, yeah.
If I wrote a good essays,
Moon Shanti.
Moon Shanti, and you will gain a confidence, right?
Yeah, yeah.
After that, aram se,
Yeah.
you're right.
I guess that's the way to do it.
Yes, yes.
Because if we talk about GK,
Mm.
though, essay is the most
Mm.
scoring
Essay
portion, and if
paper.
you do well in
Yes.
that, I guess it's like
Yes,
settled.
yes.
Mm. And then for GS2, what was like your strategy for GS1, GS1,
Okay,
MCQ?
GS1 MCQ.
Mm.
MCQ, it's in mains there's one paper, right?
Mm.
Paper 1 MCQ.
Mm.
So it's like same like a prelim.
Mm.
So if you studied
Mm.
well in prelims, so you can handle
Mm-hmm.
very well.
Mm.
Like they will ask science, some mathematics,
Mm.
Nagaland,
Mm.
history, modern history,
Mm.
and current
Science.
affairs.
Yeah, science is also
Science also
the
there, yes,
same.
and current affairs.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are preparing, if we read very well
Mm-hmm.
the facts and figure like in a
Mm-hmm.
prelim,
Mm-hmm.
so we can handle this paper.
It's just like prelims,
Yeah, it's
but
just
I guess
like
it's
a
more
prelim.
tougher than prelims. Would you say that?
Deeper. Yes, it's deeper.
yeah.
Yes, because we have less subjects
Uh,
in this paper. So I think it's. I don't know whether it will be tough or easy, but it will be deeper.
Deeper,
Yes,
no? I guess more thorough study. Again.
More thorough.
Let's talk about GS2. It's objective, and then
Okay.
which would you say is more scoring? The first paper on the GS2 or the second portion, Nagaland?
It's like a 3 cycle. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have a front wheel, also you cannot drive.
True.
If you don't have a rear wheel, also you cannot drive, right?
Yes.
So all the papers are equally important, but what we can, it depends on year wise. Some years maybe I scored more in the essay paper, essay and grammar. In some years I score more in GS1. In some years I score more in GS2. But to score more in GS1 is tough because MCQ, right?
MCQ.
We have negative mark. So sometimes we think that it is the right answer. Sure, 100% sure we will take it. But when we check the evaluate and see, yes, many mistakes. Yes, so I think we score minimum in GS1, and we can score maximum in either GS2 or essay paper.
Yes. So in GS2, there's two portions, right?
Yes.
Nagaland
and
polity, economics. So which would you say like is more scoring? Nagaland or
Nagaland ka portion में we have 74 marks. And in 126 mark in the GS. So I think yes, Nagaland, I'm not saying that it's easy or it's moderate, but Nagaland I think we can score more because we are familiar with what is happening in Nagaland. We are familiar with our history, Naga history. So any questions regarding Nagaland, I think we can handle it easily than the other papers. Yes.
No? But comparatively, you were saying that GS2 is much more scorable than GS1.
Yes. Because in GS2 we do not have any negative marking. If you write wrong answers also, you won't get any mark, your marks won't be deducted. There's no negative impact. So I think GS2 and essay paper you can score.
As we're now coming to the end of the interview, what would you say the conclusion of the preparation process for anybody who wants to prepare? How would you say to them to let them prepare?
Okay, for the experience. Okay, friends. Like we have discussed, we are discussing like NPSC or NSSP or any exams, any competitive exam. Yes, it will be hard, it will be tough, because we are competing with thousands, tens of thousands candidates. But do not be discouraged. Number one, to kill a tiger, we must be braver than a tiger, right? So we need a courage mind. And then number two, what I want to suggest is that we need to have clear goal in life. For example, if you do not have a goal, then when in your journey, when you fail, or when you failed many times, or when you fail one time, two times, three times, you won't push yourself if you don't have a proper goal. For example, like people are also writing exam, I'm also writing. No, if you are following the crowd, if you don't have a specific goal or specific why, the reason why you are writing this exam, then you will be lost. So have a clear goal. If you have a goal, you can score, right? So you cannot score if there is no goal. So we need to have a goal in life. Number two, and then proper planning is needed. I used to maintain a diary, and I used to write, for example, April. So April 1 to 30, I'll write. And in April 1, what I will study, which subject to finish this week, which subject to finish next week. So we need a proper planning. So planning is very important, and time management. Like I have said, time management is very important. These days, we spend most of the time in social media or in gaming, or for that instance, anything. So time management is also very important. So there are a lot of disturbances nowadays. So we must segregate. We must do a proper planning and time management. We must manage our time well. We must sacrifice something to get something. Yes, even Jesus sacrificed his own life to save us, right?
True.
So we have to pay the price. So you have to pay your time to reach your goal. So I think time management and dedication, you have to give your time. Like I've said, make a routine, give your time, and try to cover. Competitive exam is not hard, but it is vast. So we have vast syllabus. So try to cover it in 1 year or 2 years. It will take 1 year or it will take 2 years, but try to cover it. And then hard work. Some says hard work and smart work. Some says if you have smart work,
which would you choose? Enough. Which did you choose?
For me, I chose hard work. Because yes, smart work is also very important, but if you worked hard, your work will become smart. For example, see, like I have studied like 1 year, prepared, very hard work, giving everything. Now in the exam hall, I can do smart work, right? So I have gained a lot of knowledge. So I have like read a lot of newspapers, and also any question I can handle. I can do smart work. So do smart work in the exam hall and do hard work at home, at hostels. So please, you can mix hard work and smart work, but first you have to do hard work, then you can automatically do smart work.
There's no shortcut to success.
Yes. And lastly, discipline. Discipline is very important. Those successful candidates, those who have cleared NPSC, UPSC, any exams now, you ask and see, or you observe and see, they will have good discipline, well-maintained discipline. For example, we don't want to get up in the morning, or I don't want to study now, or something. But if you are a disciplined person, if I'm a disciplined person, we have to do it, right? We are pushing ourselves. So discipline is very important. So discipline is the thing that keeps on moving, that keeps on pushing ourselves till we reach the final destination. So making goal is the first one, and then discipline is the fuel, is the energy to reach the final destination. So discipline is very important in the process.
Wonderful. I mean, wonderful advices that you gave. I mean, like all those traits are a must for an aspirant. Discipline, time management. You were mentioning,
Time management,
planning, fuel,
courage.
courage. Yeah. So I guess all those, not I guess, but all of those traits that you mentioned are very important for an aspirant to have. And thank you so much for sharing your story, your experience as well as an aspirant. And then I'm sure that as you go ahead as a civil servant now, a fully fledged a civil servant, you will do great things. Before we end this up, I would like to ask you 2 more questions.
Okay.
Lastly, I mean, like some aspirants who have cleared the state civil services now, they want to go for more in, let's say, EAC.
Okay.
So do you have any plans? Maybe you want to try that out.
As of now, I've not think of it. But let's see. Now we are in a training period, so like training also we have to write a final exam at the end of the training. So we are busy in the, again we are also having a course, right? So we are taking up a course. So I think after training we will see whether we can prepare for any another exam.
And then one last question: who would you lastly attribute your success to? I know that there must have been lots of people who were there to supporting you while you were preparing for civil services. So.
Okay, see, to build a house, we need many stones, many bricks, right? So in the same way, to achieve any success or to do any great things, I myself alone cannot do. First of all, I thank God for giving me life, for giving me parents and everything I need. And secondly, I thank my parents and my siblings, because without them, without their support, I cannot do anything, right? So, and then I also thank my mentors, my fellow friends, classmates, teachers, and everybody who supported me in the process, in the journey. And there are many people, many relatives, friends, villagers who prayed for me, prayer support. So I think I'm indebted to many people, all the people that have supported me. So it's not my alone, my achievement, but it is the collective effort. All everybody, all my supporters.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, like, you shared a very incredible story. I mean, like, your success, your failures, and then I don't know if this was a good conversation for you or not, but thank you for taking the time.
Okay, I'm also equally happy.
Is it?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well. Thank you, and I'm wishing you all the very best for your future. All the best to your training, the remaining trainings ahead.